Okay, hello. My name is Justin Jones, and I'm presenting our presentation on Wells Fargo. I'm going to be doing the introduction and the outline, so I will be talking about interesting facts about Wells Fargo, from their company's brief history to their founders, to how they generated revenue, to their competitive analysis. That's my portion. My teammates are Adam Ortega. He'll be talking about the vision, SWOT, and mission statement. Cheryl will be talking about the four concepts and the conclusion. Her concepts will be corporate social responsibility. She's going to be talking about strategy, business ethics. She's going to be talking about driving forces, as well as improvements on how they can change and help each other in the long run. Interesting facts. So Wells Fargo was actually originally not a bank. It was an expressing company, believe it or not. People do not know that, and I didn't know that until I did research on them. They had over 22 million customers actively banking right now with Wells Fargo. They had over 10 million customers actively banking mobilely. And that's pretty important to me because I see nowadays people are actually using their phones more so to do their banking and transferring money, things like that, rather than going to the bank. It's more popular to do it over your phone now. It saves time. It's more convenient. They have over 9,000 stores and offices in all 50 states. They have over 12,000 ATMs. And the last one stands out the most to me. Wells Fargo has over 70 million customers and serves 1 in 3 U.S. households. So you just imagine that, every 1 in 3 households. I mean, that's pretty great news for Wells Fargo. They get very good visibility within their company. Okay, right here I have a few pictures just showing the transitions from how they were back then to how they are now. This is basically stage coaching. So you see horses right here and a guy riding the horse. This is how they transport their goods back then, mainly gold. But this is how they got around and made their money. And there's another picture right here that's showing more stables of horses in front of the Wells Fargo and Company Express. Okay, and this picture right here is more so now, new logo. And you see it says it right there. Stable of horses with the stagecoach, showing their history. Founders, okay. They have 2 founders, Henry Wells, which is the guy right here with the gray beard, and William G. Fargo, which is the guy right here. Henry Wells was born in 1805 in Fairfield, Vermont. As a child, he worked on the farm as an adolescent. And he was into apprentice shoemaking and things like that. That was his task he used to do. He actually came with the idea of creating the express business. It was his master plan to come up with that whole idea for it to be successful. And also for William G. Fargo, he was born in 1818 in Pompey, New York. He stopped school at age 13 to provide for his family. Now, most people think that would be crazy, but he had no other choice because his family really needed help. And he was the oldest out of 12 kids, so he took on responsibilities, which I think in turn made him more better as a person at a young age. And last but not least, he was the mayor of Buffalo, New York for 4 years. So he had he was really wise. He had a political career. Company's brief history. Okay, so they officially opened July 31st, 1852. They opened in Sacramento and San Francisco in California during the California Gold Rush. That's why they transport the goods from those cities going across from there. Transport their first loads from the East Coast to the West Coast, as I just stated. And they made a lot of profits from the gold rush, during the Gold Rush. That's the main reason why they left and why they began the company, because they saw opportunity to make more money. And during the Gold Rush was like a very good moment to just go for it and seize the opportunity, so to speak. Pie charts of market share. So we have 2 different charts right here, 2015 and 2016, just showing their progression. In 2015, you can see that Wells Fargo is at 10%, and that's the lowest compared to all their competitors from JP Morgan Chase to Bank of America and so on. But 2016, their market share was above everybody's by a long shot. They did really good 2016, and they're steady improving. I'm going to give you more details on that in a couple more slides from here. Revenue generated. So as of today, Wells Fargo's net worth is $1.9 trillion, which is astonishing. It's very good money. Their revenues grew by $910 million during the first quarter of 2016 alone. So each quarterly income they have each fiscal year, they always got better. They never degress. They always progress. That's a good sign to me for a company like a bank as far as Wells Fargo, competing with different top tier banks. Shows that they're up there and they're very competitive and they can hang in there with the big guns, so to speak. Probably goes up every fiscal year, as I just stated. So they're always on the move. They're always making progression moves and making more money for the company. And right here, a competitor analysis, this shows, how the transitions go from, again, the different banks to the different competitors. So the red, with the purple looking color, the red looking color is JP Morgan Chase. Purple is Bank of America. And this is Wells Fargo right here. Not so good if you're just looking at it, you comparing them. Bank of America, they're really good. They had they were streaky for the most part. But one thing about Wells Fargo was they were very consistent. So they didn't like drop too low or too high. They kept around the same pace. And then they eventually got better, which they did in 2016, as I said on the last slide. But other than that, Wells Fargo is definitely in the running for being probably the best bank ever. And that concludes my portion of the presentation. I'm going to let Adam and Sherry do their parts.